Hi, my name is Analisa Wall, and I am an actress and singer and occasional stunt woman, and I'm based out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. I have been performing since the age of 3, and I've been a professional performer since the age of 7. I have worked on Broadway, and I did theater for about 20 years. Yes, I started very, very young. And now I have found myself in film for the last 4 years or so. Since I started performing so young, this really was kind of the only career path that I could truly envision myself doing. I started off as an opera singer, so I kind of did that whole route, and then when I did my first contract on Broadway, I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe I'll just do musical theater, and I had no formal acting training up until then. Because if you can sing as a child, they go, well, put her in a costume and give her lines and she'll know what to do. But when I went to college, I really wanted to pursue the acting route a little bit more and really just kind of like round myself out. And I am so glad that I did because it made my transition into film a lot easier. My favorite vertical that I have worked on so far, so I've done about 6 or so in the last year since I hopped on board the vertical train with my first ever Taming the Lion billionaire on bikes, or billionaires, so many billionaires on bikes. I did that. My co-star was Luke Charles Stafford, and it was actually our first vertical together ever. And the person that played my sister in that is Allie, or Aliona, and she has since gone on to do things like The Cowboy I Met in Paris, and then also we were all reunited when I stunt doubled for her on a vertical where she was the lead with Luke. That was like Secret Heiress. I don't remember the name of it. I don't know, all of the verticals that I've been on, I've worked with the Atlanta team. The Atlanta team is awesome. I have created some lifelong friendships with the people that I've worked with on the Atlanta team. I ended up started my whole stunt woman journey because of the stunt coordinator that I met on Taming the Lion. I did just finish up a movie called Mother Warrior Unleashed. That was probably the most challenging role I have done so far. Acting wise, I'm playing a little bit older. I have a daughter in that one. I don't actually have a daughter or any children in real life. So as an actor, that was really challenging for me to kind of find the pathway through that emotionally. But this is my first ever hero stunt track, which is basically, I'm the hero, I'm fighting all the bad guys. I kill that guy, turn around, gonna kill that guy, turn around, kill that guy. And it was so challenging. Could not have done it without the stunt team that I had in Atlanta, Georgia. They really were just an awesome group of guys. They helped me with any questions that I had, and they really treated me as one of their own. So how was filming Taming the Lion? Taming the Lion. Interesting to kind of jump into that vertical world and understand how we're doing things. These vertical movies, they move very, very fast. Taming the Lion was my first movie where I had to get that physically intimate with somebody. It was really imperative that I have a strong connection with my co-star, and I could not have picked a better co-star other than Luke. Luke and I are so similar. Our birthdays are close together. They're coming up. So wish me one, and then wish him one, and then also wish Allie a happy birthday. Her birthday is soon too. We were gonna celebrate this week. It's my birthday this weekend, so I can't. Anyways, we'll do it next year. Usually I had fun there. It's really, really important that we had a strong connection. He could not have been nicer. We always checked in with each other. We made sure that we had a handshake going kind of in and out. And towards the end, Luke and I had such a good rapport with each other. So when we were getting into these like really vulnerable scenes, he looked at me and he was like, permission to go there, and I went, permission granted. That is why you guys love our chemistry on screen, because we worked really, really hard to have such a respectful and like really great friendship off screen. What do I do in my free time? What is free time? I haven't heard of her. So I did have a business for about 10 years, slowly but surely getting back at it because I do miss it. I miss creating art for fun. So love to cook. I'm a really good cook. And a hobby that I do that is very expensive is scuba diving. I have been a scuba diver for about 3 years now. Still a baby scuba diver. I love scuba diving so much. It just allows you to kind of see the world from a different perspective and from a place that you're not necessarily supposed to be. If I could have any superpower, what would it be? Growing up, I lived next to a family of 7 kids. I used to knock on the door and go, hi, can so-and-so play? And we would love to play superheroes. Kid, I would go, I want to be Jean Grey. And if you don't know who Jean Grey is, she's from X-Men, and she has telekinesis. She can move things with her mind. So still, to this day, if I had any superpower, I would want to move stuff like that. What actress or actor would I love to work with? Well, I gotta say that my childhood was shaped around Jim Carrey. I just love that man to death. That actor is just such an awesome actor, and if I ever get the opportunity to play next to him one day, I could die happy. So if I'm having a bad day mentally and I still have to film, I use a phrase was taught to me in college. It's called leave it at the door. You have to leave yourself at the door. Whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whatever, leave it at the door. In fact, I've actually used escaping into characters to help myself if I have like a bad day mentally or something like that. If I could write my own vertical, what would I do? I love them. I love how nothing is off limits and we can just throw so many things at you and it just makes good TV, good stuff to watch. Something that I actually kind of want to write, and I might do it after filming Mother Warrior, which is the first action-packed vertical that Real Short has ever done. You guys are gonna love it. I really want to write and star in a Mr. and Mrs. Smith vertical. If I did a Mr. and Mrs. Smith trope, would you watch it? Is there something people can wake me up with in the middle of the night? You can wake me up with anything. People can wake me up with anything. But you can. I am a really, really light sleep. When I am on set or when I'm filming, I get so excited and I get really nervous, so I don't sleep. I'm on camera, so I am forever immortalized on camera with dark circles, and then when I'm done filming, I sleep 8-9 hours a night. It's great. What do I hope to achieve for my future? So this does say career-wise or personal-wise, but my personal life and my career are so intertwined, so I'm just gonna say it all at once. What I would like to do is I would like to incorporate my singing back into film. If I can find a beautiful marriage between the two of them, where I can do both like I used to, I would be so happy. How do I feel about the verticals getting more and more attention? Good for it. The film industry is in the crapper right now, and these verticals are keeping us all afloat. We are so grateful for the work that we are able to do. The only negative I have about verticals is that they're only 2 weeks long. Just by the time that you really get into it and then you have a family with your cast and crew, all right, it's wrap day, go home. No! I am very, very happy that these verticals are getting more attention because it's expanding the pool. It's expanding the pool of talent. It's expanding the pool of accessible art. How was it working with Luke and Aliona? Awesome. They're just awesome people. I've worked with Luke a couple times. I've worked with Ali a couple times. She and I are actually in a Lifetime movie together. She couldn't be sweeter. Luke couldn't be sweeter. They're just great people to work with. There's a reason why they keep getting jobs. They're talented, they're beautiful, and they're just all around great people. I'd just like to say thank you for this opportunity to talk a little bit about myself. I have 2 Real Shorts coming out soon. One is Firefighter Fiance, that's gonna be here, I think, the next week or so. And then Mother Warrior Unleashed is projected to be released on May 24th, however that might change. So just make sure you give me a follow and stay tuned. Thanks.